Hi garden friends, welcome to the channel. I'm Era and this is Gardening on Purpose. I garden in Georgia, Zone 8A. For today's video, I'll be highlighting a few plants that have been really taken well to the heat. 2 weeks ago, we were getting so much rain. Rain every day, lots of rain, rain everywhere. And then last week and this week, there's no rain. It's been dry, it's been hot, it's been humid, and the plants are suffering. But some plants actually thrive. So I'm going to go through a few of them, show you what they look like, and you can see they're doing quite well. So let's get started. First up is the beautiful Autumn Joy Sedum. If you've been following my channel for a while, you know this is my very favorite perennial in the entire garden. It is beautiful, it is versatile, it can take the heat, and it is gorgeous. And also, it's a pollinator magnet. Now, it's all budded up, as you can see. These are all buds. And as the season, as late summer comes through and we get to the fall, this is going to turn pinker and even light red. And you can see a bee right there. He is absolutely not bothered by me. And once it turns really red, you'll see even more bees, guys. It's a beauty. I barely water it. It doesn't need a lot of water at all. This has that succulent type of look to it. And it also looks like broccoli, but obviously this is not edible. And here's a really nice close-up of the buds. And here's one that's a little bit pinker, and I have them all over the yard, guys. They have been doing really great. You don't see any sign of stress at all. Here we are in the middle of August, and this plant is doing absolutely amazing. I have a bunch of Autumn Joy Sedums all over the yard, and they're all looking like this, guys. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. I actually have no complaints about this plant. I love that it's so versatile, and I love the fact that it's a pollinator magnet, and I don't have to, I don't have to like baby it like a lot of the other plants in the yard. Next up is the beautiful Ailia. This specifically is Canyon Creek Ailia. You might have seen a spotlight video where I took the time to give you even more details, specific details about this particular plant. This guy is gorgeous and it smells amazing. Look at the blooms. Now this is full bloom. When I did the spotlight video, it was in early bloom, but guys, look at it. Completely covered. It smells like a mixture. If I had to describe the smell of these flowers, I would say a mixture of baby powder and some sort of a perfume. It smells really nice, guys. And again, I don't have to hassle myself too much with this plant. It doesn't need a lot of water. It doesn't need a lot of attention, and it's holding up really nice in this Georgia heat. We have been in 90s for 2 weeks now. I mean, even in the nights, it's in the 90s and high 80s. So there's no much watering you can do that's going to stop this heat and this humidity. But these plants are really standing up to it. I'm so glad I bought this guy. It was a clearance plant at Lowe's, as per usual. Next up are roses. Between the double knockout and the knockout, they are all in full bloom and they are all doing amazing. The double knockout, I had trimmed it back not too long ago, and it's already given me new growth, and as you can see, it's budded up and getting ready to give me a third round of blooms. I cannot tell you, the double knockout rose is one of the best performers in the yard. It takes the heat. It doesn't have to be watered every single day. As long as you give it all the sun it needs. These plants have been doing really well in my yard. So here's the double knockout, and I have a couple more down that way. And then here's the knockout. These guys here had bought, and they're looking good too. I'm sure you remember these. These are the ones that I bought in February, and I had them for 3 years, but I also bought some new ones in February, and I showed a video where I show you how I plant my regular roses. These are not the knockout or the double knockout, but they are doing really well. Now, they don't look too big and they don't look too fleshy because this is their third cutback. I cut my roses back depending on how they do and how the weather is, and guys, they're still producing flowers for me, and they're budded up. This one in particular here, I think is called Rio Samba. This one is Pink Peace, And again, they're small because they just got cut back. This one here is Cathedral Bells. It is gorgeous, guys. Look at this one here. Really, really nice. Really, really nice. I'm so happy I got all these roses. Now, it's not easy taking care of roses, and because they are so finicky, but when you get some good roses, and I got, like I said, I got mine for $9.97 at Walmart years ago, and I kept going back buying more because they do perform well. But even though they don't look like much right now, that's because this is their third cutback. They've given me roses on top of roses already, and this is the third time I'm cutting them back. My Pearl Glam Beauty Berry from Proven Winners that I got online from Proven Winners Direct back in November when I was having plant withdrawal. I bought a couple of plants in quartz and they were on clearance, and I bought them online and they were small. I put them in the container, in the not the container, in the garage, and I watered them once a month. And once the weather got great in April, I brought them out, and guys, this thing has, I don't know, it's like 10 times the size I bought it, and it has these beautiful white. Now it was filled with white blooms earlier, and later on in the season, you guys, if you have this, you know it's gonna turn into some purple berries, which are really, really great. This one here again is Pearl Glam Beauty Berry by Proven Winners. I love the plant because it has those dark foliage, and it will get darker as the season gets longer. But guys, look at the beautiful foliage. Really, really nice. It loves the sun. It has not been wimpy or crying out for water whenever it gets hot, which is what I really, really appreciate with these plants that I'm showing you on this video today. Next up is the blanket flower. This one is the Arizona Sun, and we have a bee kind of chilling out on the plant right there. I have two of them, the Arizona Sun and the red spin top, and they are budded up. Of course, this needs to be pruned back a little bit because, as you can see, there's a lot of spent blooms, but a lot of live blooms and a lot of buds that are still waiting to come out, guys. Again, this guy does not wimp. It doesn't beg for water. It stands up to the heat like a champ, and I really, really appreciate that. This one here again is Arizona Sun. This one here is Spin Top Red, guys. Let me know if you have these plants in your yard. They are absolutely gorgeous. They are pollinator magnets. And, you know, here we are in the middle of August when things are really, really rough and some plants can't take it. But blanket flower, also known as Gaillardia, can take it. Next up, we have the Dalia. Now, Dahlias can go all the way and look good for me all the way into November. Look at this beauty, guys, here. I have put a bunch of dahlias in vases since I've been growing them, and they do really, really well. This one here is a big purple one too, and it's completely budded up. Now this one I'm going to move. I'm going to move it because when I put it here, I had put it here because I had nowhere else to put it. But it's in the front of the bed. It doesn't belong here. It's too big. It does kind of flop over because it's not in the right spot, and I don't have it completely caged up so that it can actually not get beat up by the wind, the rain, and anything else that brushes by it. But the beautiful dahlia, oh my goodness, guys. And the good thing about me is that I don't have to dig my dahlias up. They can stay right here. I'm in zone 8A. They can stay in the ground and they'll come back. But like I said, I'm going to definitely dig this guy up because it's in the front of the bed. You might have seen this, guys, in a recent spotlight video where I took the time to highlight the beautiful Liriope. This is Liriope muscari, and this guy here is blooming. It is really, really nice. I don't have to water it every single day. It is in part sun to part shade, so it doesn't get blazing sun like the Dalia and the Sedum, but still, even the ones that are actually in the shade, and it's because of the humidity, they still actually didn't do too great, or they went to sleep early. But this guy here, the Liriope muscari, has been holding up, guys. Isn't this a beauty? Finally, guys, we have the beautiful Pugster Periwinkle butterfly bush. This is a dwarf butterfly bush that I got on sale in a 2-gallon in Home Depot, and it has performed really, really well for me. I am so happy. I haven't been cutting it back like I should, because you can see there's a lot of spent blooms on here, but it doesn't matter. Even though I don't cut it back, it still gives me great blooms, guys. And one of the reasons that I don't cut it back is because one is giving me the blooms constantly, and also the pollinators are always on it, so I don't get a chance to really cut it back. Look at those blooms here, look at those spent blooms, and then look at those blooms that are coming through. So I'm probably not gonna cut it back. We're in the middle of July. There's not much I can do that's gonna make a difference. It's not going to change the amount of pollinators that I have, because I have so many. There's so many butterflies, so many hummingbirds, and so many little moths and all kinds of stuff that I don't even know that come on this butterfly bush, guys. If you like butterfly bush, and I do, but I have the big ones, which I'm going to cut back. But this guy here, the Pugster Periwinkle by Proven Winners, it's a darling. Next up is Opterus, also known as Bluebeard. This one here I bought online last year, Proven Winners Direct. Same time I bought that Pearl Glam Beauty Berry, and I bought those 2 Rosa Sharons, and I bought 2 other roses. And the 2 roses, the regular roses, I forgot the name of them right now, but they did not make it. The only thing that made it was the Opterus, the Bluebeard, and the 2 Rosa Sharons. And again, bought this in a quart, guys. Now look at that. That's literally 5 times the size of what it is, and I bought it in November. Here we are in the next August, and it looks like I bought it this size. It looks like, you know, it's been at this size for a while, but this is a matter literally of 10 months. It's a beauty. And no watering. I haven't had to give this any special attention. The pollinators absolutely love it, as do I, because you know it's a purple blue color. You guys know I love blue in the garden. Let me know if you have Opterus, also known as Bluebeard, in your yard. Let me know what you think, guys. Please like, please share, please subscribe, and remember, hit that notification bell so you can be alerted when I put out a new video. I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.